On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
128 pounds, that's above average. Just that one thing. I said if you're 128 pounds, you are above average.
For sure.
Thank you.
That's
Take me back to 128 pounds.
Hey, so this wasn't designed for me to come back and be like, no, you ain't you're not above average, you below average. Nah, this is put it in your face, and I want to see how you rate yourself. And when it comes to the question, right? Why aren't women settling for average men? Because if they all come out and say, oh, I'm above average based off the criteria that most men want, I can kind of see why they're not settling for average men, because they think they're above average. But I do want to hear all the ladies, because I guarantee Courtney, go ahead, Courtney.
She already went.
Yeah. I thought she was about to say something.
But no, I was agreeing with you. And I think I think women would be more pleasant if they looked at themselves as just an average, everyday woman.
Like you, I'm just saying.
So,
let me say real quick.
No, hold on, let him answer. Just one at a time. Let Q finish answer.
So, from a man's perspective, what are we judging it on? Since we're not judging it on, I'm just curious. So I can judge it based on what y'all are judging it on.
Quest.
That's actually an excellent fucking question.
That's a good question.
I can't think what y'all are thinking, because I jumped exactly how we laid it out: finances, height, and everything.
So I would suggest one, femininity, submission. Shout out to Darren Hilton. Submission, how many kids you have, your age, okay? Beauty. Are you overweight? We'll just say those 6 things.
I love it. I hate that I got more money stuff. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Hey, let the ladies answer, bro. You done talked enough this evening. Let these ladies talk.
I would say I'm a little bit above average.
I would agree with that. Go ahead.
Can we put those 6 things on the board? Because I want to make sure.
Mr. Logic, if you would please put those 6 things on the board. That way we can have
please put those 6 things on the board, because I'm gonna still say I'm above average.
So then that just defeats the purpose of the conversation, Siobhan. You don't even remember what the 6 things are, and you're gonna say above average anyways. This is exactly what my point is, people. But go ahead, put the 6 things on the board.
I'll answer it.
Hold on, before you do, Courtney, let's get real in real quick.
Okay. This is all I was about to say. For all y'all jumped out the window. I know Quest don't consider himself average. I'm consistently the only motherfucker on the panel that says I speak for the blue collar average man. Why? I identify as the average man.
Hey, real, I do too.
But
Jay, are you a bullshit lie?
I wouldn't see just because you're blue collar. I don't like.
Wait. Damn, Q. Yo ass.
No, go ahead. No, because I know some women have said that men that work a 9-to-5 jobs are boring and they're outplayed, which is dumb.
That was me.
Yeah, that was a dumb statement. I'm sorry, but other women have said it on platforms too. 9-to-5 men are not outdated.
Right. And what I'm saying is, like, just speaking from the average man perspective, like, we so far off, man. We fucked up. You get who you qualify for, period. You get, and I knew every lady on the panel was gonna say, I'm above.
No, we gotta let them answer though. We gotta let them answer.
Okay. I knew every lady on the panel was gonna say I'm above average, and I knew what the ladies were gonna lead with was financial.
But they haven't all answered yet, all based off of the 6 criteria, Rilla. Hold on, let me talk to Rilla.
All right, listen.
Let me talk to Rilla real quick.
No, let me go on mute. Let me let you have it.
No. You good, Rilla. I do want to have a conversation with you, because it's got to be based off the 6 criteria, because she asked, what do we find?
No. I'm not even talking about that, Quest. I'm talking about why aren't women settling for average men? And then when y'all segued into like all this other stuff, I knew the women were going to lead with they're not average. The women, they're not average either because of their accomplishments or because of their money.
Yeah.
Right. Which is not what men look for in terms of determining whether a woman is average.
Yeah, that's why I asked
And
him
that part is sad.
Hold
no,
on.
you're
Hey,
right,
hey,
Rilla.
Logic, number 5 and number 6 is age and weight.
Rilla, you're right. That's why I asked Quest to men, what is it? So we can then come up with the numbers ourselves based on what y'all are looking for.
No, I got you. And that's why I tried to answer based on what the average, like from an average dude perspective. That's all I'm saying. I didn't try and answer from, questions.
All right, go ahead, Courtney.
Yeah. Well, I've answered this before, and I think one of my first shows on the network was about Kevin Samuels and how I realized that I was average at best, and it's okay. So I answered this a year ago, and it's just about understanding your sexual market value. So if you look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's a balance. So if I have a child, brings it down. But if I try to make myself look pretty, okay, pop up. If I'm submissive, pop up. But if I'm 39, go down. If I'm feminine, pop up. But if I need to lose 20 more pounds, go down. So it's just your average of what you are. And so, again, I've stated this before, and I'll state it again. I have no problem being an average woman. My mentality changed a little bit because I know that because I have these that might knock me down, what I can improve on and things that I can help, I can, which will bring my sexual market value up. So it's just the law of averages and understanding how you can make yourself better in the situation that you're in now.
Hey, so Q, now that we have the criteria up, can you go ahead and thank you for being very candid too, Courtney. Thank you.
I already answered. I didn't need the list. I heard the list. I already said I'm a little above average, and then Logic was like he agrees.
Okay. Siobhan?
So the way I look at it, I don't have kids. I have a kid. I'm very beautiful. I can be submissive to the right man. I am very feminine when I need to be. I'm 29 and I'm 128 pounds. Boom. Over average.
Okay. All right. Hey, Kayla?
Oh, hell no, Quest. You finna skip over what
No.
I don't think that first comment is basically kids. It's
if you have a child. If you have a child,
it has an S, that means it's plural. So
yeah, but Logic a little.
That means you have a kid or kids. It don't matter. You already know.
You have a baby. You're 128 pounds. That's above average. Just that one thing. I said, if you're 128 pounds, you are above average.
For sure.
Thank you.
That's
take me back to 128 pounds.
Hey, so this wasn't designed for me to come back and be like, no, you ain't you're not above average, you below average. Nah, this is put it in your face, and I want to see how you rate yourself, and when it comes to the question, right? Why aren't women settling for average men? Because if they all come out and say, oh, I'm above average based off the criteria that most men want, I can kind of see why they're not settling for average men, because they think they're above average. But I do want to hear all the ladies, because I guarantee Courtney, go ahead, Courtney.
She already went.
Yeah. I thought she was about to say something.
But no, I was agreeing with you. And I think I think women would be more pleasant if they looked at themselves as just an average, everyday woman.